first, some people thought we were too liberal artsy. We were referred to in our very early years as a little Harvard on the Hill.
We debated long and hard on campus, and it won't be hard for you to figure out which side I was on. Would we abandon the liberal arts? There was a real fear about that we would go to the other extreme and essentially become a technical institute.
And you can't have an institution like this without having differences of opinion.
Good discussion and disagreement over issues, there should be a lot of that on a campus.
One time we introduced something called the X grade.
They did not think that a student should ever get an F.
Oh, that debate raged in the faculty association for months and months.
We had some really knockdown, drag-out fights in faculty association meetings over this.
After a while, we found out, well, that didn't work so well, so we scrapped it. But we would try things, and if they didn't work, we would fix them.
We all remained friends and so forth, and we all still worked for the good of the students.
We were doing things our way because we thought it was right.
Back in 1959, we had the faculty association. And by faculty association was a misnomer because it involved everyone on the whole campus. It was faculty, it was staff, it was administration. We all worked together.
I don't ever recall a single policy that was made in our faculty association that was ever overturned by the administration or the Board of Trustees, which is why we had no need for a union here for so many, many years.
We were the only community college in New York State that had declined the opportunities to unionize.
As we became more and more the lone institution without a union, we were envied significantly by my colleagues. They'd go to meetings and they would say, how do you do it? How do you avoid it?
We always prided ourselves on being a, quote, faculty-run institution, unquote.
Board of Trustees initially established this college thinking it should be the faculty who set the curriculum and set the standards.
That was one of the reasons that I came here, because they had a very positive relationship, and it was good. I think we enjoyed each other. I think we respected each other.
There was such a real tight collegial community of people here.
You know, the president had one vote, I had one vote. And the director of buildings and grounds had one vote.
There was a sense of cooperation between us.
I remember going on some faculty retreats, and that's exactly what they were. In those days, they were called retreats, and we would go away. And again, that was before union, so we were mixing all together with faculty, staff, administrators, and so on.
There was a lot of smiling going on.
There was a spirit, a camaraderie there that it'd be really hard to duplicate. You know, we were non-union all the way through that.
And it sounds cliche-ish, but we were a family. We really liked each other's company, even though our ideas and our thoughts and feelings about education and the world were very diverse.
We would have some knockdown, drag-out fights between faculty members, between faculty and administration, and it didn't matter. When it was all said and done, we repaired to a local tavern and had a brew together or whatever. Everything was still very friendly and sociable and so on.